Hello and welcome to my August TBR. It's been donkeys since I filmed one of these videos, quite simply because TBR videos in the past have bored me. I realised not that long ago that if I film a TBR video, my reading is more directed and focused, and even if I don't make it, it's good to have like a goal in my head of what I would like to read this month. And so far, I know this is like coming very late because as I'm filming this, it's like the 17th of August, but you know, better late than never. So far, my reading has gone very, very well this month. I've really shocked myself. I'm not going to say which books I have read so far, but I might reach the goal that I've set for myself. So here we go. Just get them nice and straight before I show you. Honestly. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books. Not hugely ambitious, but I don't think I would ever aim to read more than 7 books a month. Maybe I would. 7 is like a good number, you know? It's like it feels whole. It's a holy number. Yeah, I think this is a good start considering I was in a reading slump. I'm not anymore because so far my reading month is actually going really, really well. Cutting to the chase, these are the books that I would like to read. First of all, Binding 13. We all know. I have the rest of the series on top of my writing desk and I do really want to get to this, and I have a feeling I'm going to fly through this series. We all know what happens. We don't all know what happens, but we know the plot of the story. Back says when two worlds collide, nothing will ever be the same. Johnny Kavanagh has everything going for him, primed for stardom on the rugby pitch. He's a force to be reckoned with. Nothing will stop him hitting the heights, not even the shy new girl at Tom College, with sad eyes and hidden bruises. The one that distracts him as no one ever has. That's a bit of an odd sentence. Anyway, life has never been easy for Shannon Lynch. She arrives at the prestigious private school, praying for a fresh start, desperate to shake off the demons that plague her. On her very first day, she encounters the notorious Johnny Kavanagh. Instantly drawn to him, Shannon finds herself once again the target of bullies as she forms a fragile alliance with rugby's rising star. But as they fall into a complicated relationship and grapple with their undeniable chemistry, Johnny and Shannon cannot foresee the obstacles that will threaten their blossoming friendship. Just wow, okay? That's all I can say about this book so far, because my wrap up, I will talk a lot, but for now, just wow and worth it, worth every single page. Next we have The Silence of Severance by Wes Markin. This honestly, yeah, I keep remembering this isn't a wrap up, this is a TBR. I haven't like completely finished some of these books, by the way. This is just what I've aimed to read this month. Anyway, the back says, your wedding day should be the most unforgettable day of your life, and this is one wedding day that will never be forgotten. I have to say, this is like a mystery crime thriller, self-published book, as you can probably see, and I would say I'm excited about this, but that's not what I can say so far. Just, yeah, there's nothing really I can say other than I think this is worth it. Here we have The Shadows on the Mirror by Frances Fifield. I have a number of secondhand books because I like to pick up books that no one talks about. Yeah. This honestly looks really good. Charles Tysol is a ruthless businessman with a trail of lucrative deals and broken lives behind him. He uses people. Sarah Fortune is a beautiful and successful solicitor. Since the death of her faithless husband, she has found a way to enrich her life. She helps lonely men. But Sarah isn't ready for the attentions of Tysol, a man with an impeccable will and a misogynist's mad obsession. I don't think I'm ready for this, but I am intrigued because this book is like only 270 pages, so I'm hoping I'll get through this pretty quick. I think I will, because it's a nice little ditty thing, as long as it reads okay. And then we have No Man's Island by Susan Salis. The feel of this book is really nice, like the pages feel lovely despite the fact that it's really old. It says, on a wild and windswept island, the secrets of the past unravel. When news of the death of her ex-husband reaches Binny, it seems that tranquil life in the West Country has come to an end. In his will, he had left her an island in the beautiful archipelago of the coast of Cornwall, where he had spent his childhood, and Binny has to take her family to the island, revisiting it for the first time in years and work out what to do. Leaving behind the mysterious stranger who was turned up in the village only the day before, Binny arrives on the island and takes possession of the dilapidated house, which she has not seen for so many years. As she becomes involved in the life of the island and its inhabitants, she has to embark upon a whole new life and discovers many things about her husband and past that will change everything. Curious, very curious. I don't necessarily know some of the particular genres of these books. I think this could technically just be classed as like a mystery literary fiction, but I'm intrigued. This honestly is quite a long book, despite the fact that it's physically small. It's like, 450 pages, so we'll see how we get along with that. And then we have Sophie Kinsella, Remember Me. I'm actually really excited about this because it sounds like a really fun time. Just listen to this blurb, it sounds brilliant. What if you woke up and your life was perfect? Lexi wakes up in hospital thinking she's 25 with crooked teeth and a disastrous love life, but to her disbelief, she learns it's 3 years later. She's a super-toned 28-year-old, her teeth are straight, she's the boss of her department, and she's married to a good-looking millionaire. She can't believe her luck, especially when she sees her stunning new loft apartment, and she'll definitely have a fantastic marriage once she gets to know her husband again. Drawn up a marriage manual which should help, but soon she realizes her perfect life isn't all it seems. Her old colleagues hate her, a rival is after her job, then disheveled sexy guy turns up and lands a new bombshell. What the bleep happened to her? Will she ever remember, and what will happen if she does? Doesn't this sound like really great? I really want to read this. I think it sounds perfect. And then, as you can see, I have already started reading this. This is Maud Binchy, Nights of Rain and Stars. This is very much like a character-driven book, and I'm not really used to reading a book like this, but it's nice, you know, it's like easy. Four strangers meet in a Greek taverna high above the small village of Agia Anna. From Ireland, America, Germany, and England, they have each left their homes and their old lives when a shocking tragedy throws them unexpectedly together. Fiona is trying to make her family understand her need to follow her own path. Thomas desperately misses his young son and fears that his ex-wife will come between them. Elsa abandoned a successful career, but someone from her past refuses to let her go. And shy, quiet David is determined to make a stand against his overbearing father. Nights of Rain and Stars is a story of one summer and 4 people, each with a life of turmoil. With the help of Vonnie, an Irish woman who lives in the village and is now a near-native, they find solutions through not necessarily the ones they anticipated. Sounds good, right? Sounds like a interesting little read. I should, if I like really plow through this, get through it relatively quickly because the font is really big. I'm on page 100. Bang on 100, so we'll see how this turns out. Then, last but not least, we have Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin. This is the first of 4 books. I am honestly getting more and more intimidated by this with each passing day. I don't really know why. I think it's probably just because like Ursula K. Le Guin is supposed to be, well, I know she is was an incredibly famous writer, because I think I'm right in thinking she passed away not that long ago, and it's sad, but she's left something behind her. Incredible literature. So I'm just going to read the back of this. Alright, so this is the books in order. A Wizard of Earthsea. So that's this one. The Tombs of Atuan, The Farthest Shore, and Tihanu. Okay, right. Jed is but a goat herd. Wait, what? Jed is but a goat herd on the island of Gaunt when he comes by his strange powers over nature. Sent to the school of wizards on Roke, he learns the true way of magic and proves himself a powerful magician. And it is the what? Archmage Sparrowhawk, okay? And it is the Archmage Sparrowhawk that he helps the High Priestess Taina escape the labyrinth of darkness. But over the years, Jed witnesses true magic and the ancient ways submit to the forces of evil and death. Will he too succumb, or can he hold them back? Very interesting. I really don't know what to expect from this book. I think it could be really, really good, but that makes me worried it'll put me in a book slump. But anyway, excited about all of these reads. I think you can see them all. Especially Binding 13. Very excited about that. And also, I just wanted to show in this, I was on holiday in Scotland, technically it was this week. Went to Dingwall near Inverness. It was really lovely. Went for my 8th anniversary year to my lovely husband Alex, and it was really, really lovely. I did get a little bit of footage that I'll insert here. And I also went to a bookshop, like a famous bookshop called Leakey's, which is a secondhand bookshop, and it is beautiful in there. It's really lovely. Got some footage from that, so I'll insert all of that right here. just had to show you really quickly, my husband got me these gorgeous buffalo boots. I have wanted buffalo boots for probably like coming on 3 years, and he finally got them for me. Oh my goodness, they are gorgeous. I wore them last night for the first time and I absolutely love them to death. They're just amazing. And I know that I'll get loads of use out of them. Anyone who's interested as well, buffalo boots are vegan leather, and it's also certified by PETA, so I think that's obviously some information that will be really helpful to some people. Honestly, I just started looking at buffalo boots because they have such a unique style that I love. I love it so much. You can see here it's got like a little warning tab on the label, and it's just so cool. And they're just so chunky. I love it so much. And with the lightning bolt at the bottom, just gorgeous. And I love how they look on. They literally go with everything, and yeah, I'm obsessed with them. Just wanted to show you that because my husband is amazing. Buy a couple books at Leakey's, so that is exactly what I want to show you right now. Oof. Move this away. Got these 2 books. I got a Penguin Classic and I got a biography about Charles Dickens. Both of these are beautifully, they're in good condition despite the fact that they're secondhand. Like, there's a couple bits and pieces here and there, but this is beautiful. It has like a beautiful flop to it and some, oh my goodness, some stunning illustrations. Look at, oh hello kitty cat. Look at how gorgeous that is. Wow. I think I'm probably, what is it? Can I help you? What's the matter? Are you okay? Percy gave me and Alex the fright of our life yesterday. Just a small little story time. It was a couple, now like 2 years ago, our cat Amos died on our landing. He had some kind of seizure or something, but anyway, he let out this awful yowl when he died. It was absolutely horrendous. And we had Percy at the time. And him and Amos were getting on okay. They weren't best friends, but they were all right. And anyway, Percy ran up the stairs yesterday morning and did like a horrible yowl, and me and Alex jumped out of bed thinking, what on earth is going on? Went to see if Percy was okay. He was fine. He's just turning very vocal lately. We think it's because he's feral. Well, he was a feral. We rescued him. He's now like our cat and he's domesticated. Yeah, he let out this awful yowl, and I think he's fine. Because he came in our bedroom, we went to see if he was okay, and he jumped up on our bed and was purring. So we were like, oh my goodness, what the heck? Pretty sure he was just saying hello because we do talk to him. So, and he's just getting more vocal as he gets older, so it's fine. I'm pretty sure they just do it for attention. Anyway, thinking of that has made me sweat. Back to the matter at hand. Very excited to look at this beautiful book and in really lovely condition. I think I am going to annotate this, obviously being very careful, but I have to. It's just so lovely. It's by Michael Slater, so all about Charles Dickens. I actually haven't read any of Charles Dickens' books. I really want to though, for obvious reasons, especially Great Expectations, because that's supposed to be like, all of his works are supposed to be fantastic and I need to get to them. But yeah, Yale University Press, New Haven, London. Oh, is that how this was published? Very very fancy, right? And then we have George Eliot by Danielle Deronda. Yes, George Eliot by Danielle Deronda. This is also a really lovely floppy book. Look at that, that's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So can't wait to read this. So this book is called I'm so confused. Is it called Danielle Deronda or George Eliot? I feel like it's George Eliot that wrote it. Deronda opens Gwendolyn Harleth is poised at the roulette table, prepared to throw away a small fortune. She is observed by Danielle Deronda, a young man groomed in the finest tradition of the English upper class. And when Gwendolyn loses everything and becomes trapped in an oppressive marriage, Deronda's fortune takes a different turn. After a dramatic encounter with Mira, a young Jewish woman, he embarks on a search for her lost family and finds himself drawn into an ever deeper sympathies with Jewish aspirations and identity. I meant everything in the book to be related to everything else, wrote George Eliot of her last and perhaps most ambitious novel. Weaving her pilot strands together, she created a bold and richly textured picture of British society and the Jewish experience both within and beyond it. In his introduction, Terence Cave examines the ways in which the novel stands apart from earlier and contemporary works with its disconnected blend of romance and realism, its character's search for identity and its defiance of prejudice. So George Eliot is a woman who wrote this. That's cleared up. I'm pretty sure I cleared that up in the bookshop when I was reading the back, but my memory is terrible. I think this will be a very interesting read. A very big book, almost 800 pages. But if you know me well, you know I love a chunky book. And this is that. So that's that. That is my August TBR. I am excited to film my August wrap up because I've got a lot to say so far. A lot to say. And we have 7 books to read in this month. I'm also working my way through a Audible audiobook, A Murder at the Beacon Lighthouse, I think, by Darcy something or other. I'm sure if you type it in, it will come up. Yeah, I've got 3 hours left to listen to that book, so I'll talk more about it in my August wrap up. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching this. I love you a lot, and I will see you in my next video.